Imagine waking up one day to find the sky dark with ash, the air thick with sulfur, and the world engulfed in flames. This is what it was like about 250 million years ago, during the end-permian mass extinction, when a massive volcanic eruption in Siberia transformed the global environment. The Siberian Traps, an immense flood basalt province covering over 2 million square kilometers, released vast quantities of lava and toxic gases into the atmosphere, triggering catastrophic climate change that led to the demise of 90% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial species. This isn't just any volcano. It's the Siberian Traps, one of Earth's most colossal volcanic events. Imagine a landscape engulfed in endless lava flows, towering plumes of smoke blotting out the sky for centuries. The scale is staggering, covering more than 2 million square kilometers, roughly the size of Western Europe, with molten rock. But here's the deal, this wasn't just one eruption. It was thousands upon thousands over millions of years, each one spewing out more lava and ash. These eruptions didn't stop there. They unleashed massive amounts of gas into the atmosphere, causing a global catastrophe that led to the end Cretaceous mass extinction, wiping out dinosaurs and many other species. Now, picture yourself walking through this fiery wasteland. The ground is hot under your feet, and you're choking on toxic air. This massive volcanic eruption wasn't just a natural disaster. It was an extinction event that marked the end of the Triassic period. It wiped out approximately 75% of all life on Earth at the time, paving the way for the rise of dinosaurs in the following Jurassic era. Can you imagine that? Almost everything died, making room for new forms of life to evolve and thrive. But wait, there's more. These volcanoes didn't just destroy. They created an environment that dramatically altered Earth's climate over millions of years. They released vast amounts of gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and sulfur dioxide, leading to global warming and acid rain. Imagine a world where decades felt like centuries due to relentless environmental changes, where seasons became unrecognizable, and the oceans turned acidic and uninhabitable for many species. Now here's what nobody tells you. This wasn't just about volcanoes. It was about Earth itself changing on a massive scale. The Siberian Traps unleashed enormous amounts of lava and gases, fundamentally altering the planet's atmosphere and climate. This wasn't a quick burst, but an epic battle between the Earth and life, lasting over 600,000 years. So you're probably thinking, how did anything survive? Well, here's the part that breaks me. It's about resilience. Microbes in the deep ocean managed to eke out a living through the chaos caused by the Siberian Traps volcanic eruptions. Tiny plants and animals clinging to coastal areas began to recover once conditions stabilized over millions of years. But even then, full ecological recovery took tens of millions of years. Now, let's talk about something else that often goes unsaid. These volcanoes were like a time machine, transforming the world in ways that were catastrophic and long-lasting. They didn't just cause immediate destruction. They set off chain reactions that altered Earth's climate and ecosystems for millions of years. Imagine if similar conditions occurred today. It would be an unparalleled global crisis. And here's the kicker. Scientists are still figuring out exactly how all these factors came together to end life on such an unprecedented scale. They're like detectives piecing together clues from ancient rocks, searching for answers in volcanic deposits and sediment layers. But every new discovery just leads to more questions. Can you imagine trying to solve a mystery that's millions of years old and spans continents? This eruption was so massive, it transformed the planet's surface. Lava flows reshaped mountain ranges, redirected river courses, and altered coastlines dramatically. It was as if the Earth underwent a radical transformation, setting the stage for unpredictable events to follow. But here's where it gets really eerie. These volcanoes didn't just end one era. They set up conditions for the next by paving the way for new life forms to evolve and thrive in radically transformed environments. Picture a barren wasteland gradually transforming into lush forests over millions of years. Nothing short of magical, yet also incredibly terrifying. Now, hold on to this thought. What if another eruption like that happened today? It wouldn't just be about the immediate destruction. It would also trigger long-term changes to our planet's ability to sustain life. The Siberian Trap's eruptions taught us a hard lesson. Earth has a way of reminding us who's in charge. These massive volcanic events, which occurred around 252 million years ago at the end of the Permian period, led to widespread environmental devastation and mass extinctions, fundamentally reshaping ecosystems across the globe. And here's something else. These volcanoes didn't just destroy, they created opportunities for new life to evolve. They forced evolution into new directions, birthing species we never would have seen otherwise. It's like nature itself was playing a high-stakes game, with these eruptions acting as the catalysts that reshaped ecosystems over millions of years. Now let's zoom out for a moment. Imagine standing in the midst of this volcanic landscape 251 million years ago during the Permian Triassic extinction event. The air around you is thick with ash and toxic gases, casting a dark shadow over everything. You're surrounded by death, but also witness to new life struggling to emerge from the ruins of the old world. So here's what I want you to take away. The Siberian Traps are more than just a story of destruction. They're a tale of survival and transformation. They remind us that while Earth can be brutal, it's also incredibly resilient and adaptable. Life finds a way, even in the darkest moments. The volcanic eruptions that created the Siberian Traps 252 million years ago caused the largest mass extinction in Earth's history, wiping out over 90% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial species. Yet from this devastation emerged new opportunities for life to evolve and thrive. This event paved the way for the rise of dinosaurs and many other remarkable creatures that would come to dominate the Mesozoic era. But let's not forget this eerie truth. These volcanoes were like a cosmic punch to the gut for life on Earth. The question isn't just how we survived, but how so much else didn't. This event led to the mass extinction at the end of the Cretaceous period, wiping out more than 75% of all species, including non-avian dinosaurs. And that's something worth thinking about every time you look at the sky or feel the ground beneath your feet. Think about it next time you step outside and take in a deep breath. Every molecule of carbon dioxide you inhale may have been released during one of the most catastrophic events in Earth's history. The Siberian Traps volcanic eruptions that contributed to the end-permian mass extinction over 250 million years ago. That's wild. And here's another twist. These eruptions didn't occur in isolation. They were part of larger planetary changes, including significant tectonic movements and widespread climatic shifts. The Siberian Traps not only spewed massive amounts of lava, but also interacted with existing environmental conditions on a global scale, amplifying their devastating impact. So let me ask you this. If these catastrophic events occurred today, would we be prepared? Could humanity withstand such overwhelming natural forces? The answer is likely no. That's why understanding the past, particularly massive extinction events like those triggered by the Siberian Traps volcanism, is so crucial for our future. But here's the final gut punch. While the Siberian Traps ended life on an unimaginable scale, they also set the stage for everything that came after by creating new opportunities and challenges for surviving species to adapt to. This is a terrifying yet awe-inspiring thought. Life finds a way even in the most brutal conditions. So next time you look at the sky or feel the ground under your feet, remember, we're standing on the remnants of one of Earth's greatest tragedies and triumphs, a period that dramatically altered life on our planet. Imagine if the entire world was engulfed in a living hell for centuries. That's what the Siberian Traps did to our world. The eruptions spewed out enough lava to cover an area larger than Alaska, literally millions of square kilometers buried under molten rock. And it didn't just stop there. Those volcanoes belched out toxic gases like sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide, turning the air unbreathable and causing a catastrophic greenhouse effect that led to mass extinctions and reshaped ecosystems worldwide. Picture this. For hundreds of thousands of years, massive eruptions from the Siberian traps covered the Earth with clouds of ash, darkening skies and disrupting sunlight. This led to dramatic climate changes, including global warming followed by cooling episodes, causing widespread environmental devastation. Oceans acidified, decimating coral reefs and marine life. Ecosystems crumbled one after another, leaving only desolate wastelands behind. But here's where it gets wild. While extinction ruled the day, new life forms were already stirring beneath the surface. Microbes that could thrive in extreme conditions began to adapt and diversify. They started breaking down toxic gases and recycling nutrients back into the environment. These humble organisms slowly paved the way for more complex life to reemerge, setting the stage for the subsequent radiation of species during the early Triassic. Think about this. Every time you take a deep breath, chances are you're inhaling air with molecules once trapped in the bowels of Siberia. The very atmosphere we rely on today is a direct descendant of those ancient eruptions. It's a sobering reminder that while catastrophic events can destroy everything they touch, they also set the stage for incredible new beginnings, such as the rise of dinosaurs after the mass extinction at the end of the Triassic period. And let me tell you this, the story doesn't end there. Those same volcanic gases eventually triggered widespread ocean acidification. But it was also these very conditions that spurred the evolution and diversification of marine organisms with calcium carbonate shells, leading to the rich variety of marine life we see today. It's like a phoenix rising from its own ashes. So here's the kicker. When you look up at the night sky or feel the ground beneath your feet, remember this. It's all interconnected. The very air you breathe, the water you drink, and the soil that sustains us all have roots in one of Earth's most devastating cataclysms, the massive volcanic eruptions of the Siberian traps. These eruptions, which occurred around 252 million years ago at the end of the Permian period, released vast amounts of lava and gases, triggering global climate change that led to the largest mass extinction in Earth's history. This thought alone is both terrifying and humbling. But hey, here's the good news. Life found a way through it all. And if they could survive the Siberian traps, maybe there's hope for us too. After all, we're living on top of one of Earth's greatest tragedies and triumphs. That's something worth contemplating every single day. The lava from the Siberian traps covered an area larger than Europe, spewing out enough gas to suffocate the planet for thousands of years. Imagine a sky filled with toxic fumes where no life could survive above ground, except perhaps in isolated pockets of refuge where hardy organisms clung tenaciously to existence. But beneath the surface, life was transforming. Tiny organisms deep in the ocean adapted and diversified, thriving in newly formed habitats. It's as if they discovered safe havens during a global catastrophe, much like modern species finding refuge in isolated environments today. The lava from the Siberian traps cooled to form extensive basalt layers that cover much of Russia today. Similar ongoing volcanic activity can be seen in Iceland, providing us with an analog for this ancient event. Each step on these rock formations is a connection to one of Earth's most catastrophic periods, marking the end-permian extinction that devastated life around 252 million years ago. But here's the kicker. We owe much of our modern world to this disaster. The metals and minerals trapped within these vast volcanic deposits are essential components in everything from smartphones to vehicles. So each time you charge your phone or drive a car, remember the ancient eruptions that paved the way for their creation. Life found a way through unimaginable horrors, and so can we. It's a reminder that no matter what challenges we face, there's always the potential for growth and resilience. The Siberian traps eruptions were Earth's darkest hour, triggering massive environmental changes that led to the end-Permian mass extinction 252 million years ago. Yet they also paved the way for new evolutionary paths, including our own lineage, which emerged from the survivors of this global catastrophe.